been the only council member to reject the initial police contract that was presented last year. Since then, a number of council members have rejected the contract and have made calls to defund the Seattle Police Department. But I find it very interesting that the mayor is willing to attack a woman of color on issues of policing when she's been the only one consistently on the right side of this issue.
So glad you're okay.
So what I would appreciate right now, if someone could please post in the comments the link to that petition. I believe The Stranger had an article about it. I shared it a couple of weeks ago, but I would love for you guys to sign the petition, so I would love to link it here. If anybody could find it. It has over 17,000 signatures from local community leaders and residents to ask or call on Mayor Jenny Griffin to resign or for the city council to remove her. If someone could please find that petition and post it in the comments.
Take care of yourself, take care of who you same way. There are narcs in the crowd.
That's an action item.
We all we got? Every day. We got?
They're chanting riot here. I don't see no riots.
Okay, yeah, we have to wrap up and we got to go.
Every day!
Do you have a curfew?
Every day!
What?
Every day! All day! Every
From what?
day! Every day! Every day! Every day! Every day! Every day!
That way? Okay. Then we you guys come behind this car. Turn around, please. Can we please come on? Actually, we need to come on like over here because this van is gonna move as well. So we need to come on this over here. I don't know my right this way. Follow the boy here. Thank you. My right, I've been told.
Justice! Now!
That was beautiful.
Justice! Now! Justice!
So,
Now! Justice! Now!
And it's getting me excited like we're gonna TP a house.
so we've got movement here.
Damn.
We're still too precious.
Go quick!
Dude, we can't do shit with the holy shit. Holy
I've never
snacks,
seen this
Batman.
before.
Just need a barbecue and we're set. Snack van has arrived. Or holy snack, snack van.
Take off your
Fat snack.
Take off your right gear!
Hella apples.
Thank you, Justin.
Apple a day keeps the doctor away. But how do I keep the mayor away?
Okay, action item.
Someone's just saying, like,
Item
be careful who
proposed if you
trust.
watching the live stream. From one Capitol Hill lifelong resident to another, or to the broader community, rather, I should say. I see that there's 959 people watching. I would absolutely love it and appreciate it.
Yeah,
As
I
somebody
heard there
who's lived
was
in this community my entire
shit was
life,
getting really heated at
if you would
Broadway and
open up
Pine.
that tab at http.
They pushed the line back at least once or so, then they retreated again like they've been doing. Like people agitate it, they'll like charge the
Please
crowd
open
and
up
they
that
move back and
petition.
it's like some fucking fucked up
Please
dance.
sign it.
fucking stupid.
If you do not live in one of Capitol Hill's 7 districts, you can mark other.
Well, and I feel really bad for everyone fucking camp there. They lost all their fucking shit and they're not gonna get it back.
Black Lives Matter movement.
This bullshit.
I'm looking for just
Please
like
sign
I'm looking
that
for a guy named Marcellus. He is one of the homeless guys there in the community camped out there. He has bullet like open festering.
Talked about this a couple of weeks
so he can't
ago.
walk. So I'm really worried.
Considering the stakes are higher
When they're
now,
sleeping
because
through,
when arrests have
and
been
they're like,
made.
everybody leave! And
I'm sorry, what's that guy's name?
Considering that the mayor is now being praised by the Trump
Like Marcellus
administration
Wallace?
for that executive
Okay.
order.
He doesn't look like a bitch.
Considering the mayor
He just looks like a dude with a bullet wound in his leg. Okay.
Seattle City Council member who's been the
Yeah,
only
no,
voice
bro.
of the people.
Like, honestly, that was the
Day
thing was the
one. She
best
is
thing
the
to happen to a lot of like transient
senior
people and people without
Seattle
homes.
City
Because like
Council member,
bathrooms, food, you know, access to like medics and shit. Like, and the cops just come in and fucking shut it all down. No worries, no worries.
Troll all you want, but there's already, between the change.org petition and the one that I had pinned in the comments, there have been over 47,000 community members who have signed this petition.
I think so. I think you just kind of grab a...
And that makes headlines, ladies and gentlemen. That is front page of Seattle Times. Newsworthy. That is something that the 45 and the Trump administration might bring up at a press conference, saying everyone wants the mayor out. Let's get her out. Please sign that petition.
Who are you protecting right now?
Because if Mayor Durkin will not meet our demands, if she steps down, the appointed
Wait, it's going to be from Magnuson
of the city council to become the mayor is Seattle City Council President Lorena Gonzalez. And guess what? Lorena Gonzalez has already committed to defunding, or rather voting in support of a budget that defunds the Seattle Police Department by at least 50%. Okay? You see how this works? We get Mayor Durkin to step down. We get Seattle City Council President Lorena Gonzalez. And then what happens?
You want to fucking
vote on a budget to defund the Seattle Police Department.
I'm just making fun of you on the stream right now. I already streamed you eating pizza, now you're eating chips.
But the demands have not been met, so we are out.
So, those chips are salty, but are you still salty about having a shitty mayor?
Be mad at the mayor for not moving us out.
I mean, no,
mad at the mayor for moving us out. Either way, I'm mad at the mayor. And
so, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen,
time that she removed.
we have some friends coming this way that aren't exactly friends, okay? But I'm just trying to tell you this way.
So Mike Duvall, we have official
Don't agitate.
documentation
You say don't agitate.
Don't
from
agitate.
website that shows
Don't agitate.
different flashing on the body cameras mean.
Walk away.
Red flashing means it's
Walk
actively
away.
recording. Green flashing means it's buffering.
Bad boys. I heard
And then when it's not flashing at all, it means
for the
it's
sake
off.
of our black and brown bodies here, do not agitate, people. Do not engage. Do not engage. Disengage.
Disengage.
Isn't he a cutie?
Yeah, just hold it.
No, if you're a single female in the area, Bobby Stills.
Okay.
Bobby Stills takes it all.
Cowboys. Huh? Ooh, is that a water bottle in your pocket? Or are you just happy to see me?
Oh my goodness.
Don't
Gotta have a little
engage.
fun out here.
De-escalate.
Escalate, right? Please.
Get out the way.
Again, the goal here is to not just defund the
be on the
Seattle Police
opposite side of the
Department, but to
gun.
invest in communities, in upstream solutions,
Get out the way.
such as health and human services, such as investing in our schools, such as investing in, all kinds of
Everything's
support
quiet
services.
at
I'm not an
Broadway
expert
Pine.
on the subject matter, but there are plenty of
They
people
say.
who are that have the research to back this up. This isn't just, hey, let's defund the police and have lawlessness run amok. We've already seen that we're not in a perfect position to prevent any kind of crime. But again, police don't prevent crime, right? They don't prevent crime. What they do is they respond to crime. What's the role of police? They're responding to a call, not before the call was made, because they're not
Right,
psychics.
Cowboys coming. That could be
What they're
fun.
doing is just, doing their best to investigate the problem. But that doesn't actually do anything to prevent the problem from happening in the first place. What does is investing in our youth, investing in our young people, investing in schools and education, not jails and incarceration. Oh, Bernie Sanders. That was, I swear, but it's true. It's absolutely true. While no politician will save us, we can save ourselves. We can redirect the funds to community-based alternatives to incarceration and policing. And it can happen. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez was asked, what does a world with defunded police look like? And she goes, well, you know what? It's actually not that hard to imagine. It looks a lot like a suburb, right? Because a suburb has been doing this work for a long time, where they have thriving education systems, thriving neighborhoods, thriving community centers, all kinds of things. And
He's racist! Fuck Jake Webster! Fuck Jake Webster!
Fuck Jake Webster.
Fuck Jake Webster!
Fuck Jake Webster. what'd he do? He raped someone.
Oh, fuck it!
Fuck Jake Webster.
Fuck Jake Webster.
If anybody wants to know the backstory, I'm gay. And he knows that I'm gay. But he still sexually assaulted me when I was drunk as fuck and he was sober. And he told me, promise you won't tell anybody because I don't want to get anything legal involved. And so I wanted to stay silent until now, and I only spoke out at the protest because nobody could see my face and know my name. And I wanted to thank everybody who helped me reach out to him. Thank you, everybody. When I say who do we protect, we say women. Who do we protect?
Women.
Who do we protect?
Women.
Who do we protect?
Women.
Who do we protect?
Women.
Say it louder. Who do we protect?
Women.
Who do we protect?
Women.
You better mean that shit. You better mean that shit.
Who do we believe?
Michael Jackson.
Who do we believe?
Women.
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 Period.
Period.
Okay, it is time to cancel the culture of calling women bitches, talking about this, that, and the other, sexualizing. It is time to stop, and it is time to call out your sexist friends. It is time. It is time. It was time yesterday. It was time last week. So if you have any friends that still talk like that, it is time to leave them.
You guys need to call your friends out, and I'm talking mostly men. The rape culture in here is way too fucking prominent. How come nobody believes women, but as soon as somebody calls the man out for being a rapist, they're like, but what if he's not? Like,
Gross.
no, I mean, no.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Yeah, you got it.
I don't want to take it. But I do want to say.
Anyone else gonna talk?
When I say his name, say Dustin Hunt Bagby. Say his name.
Dustin Hunt Bagby.
Say his name.
Dustin Hunt Bagby.
Say his name.
Dustin Hunt Bagby.
He was shot and killed in Snohomish County by an ex-Marine. He was a black man. He was 21. His murder has still not been prosecuted
Or arrested.
or held accountable at all. Still out here walking the streets. So what do we want?
Justice!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Justice!
When do we want it?
Now!
Dustin Hunt Bagby. Say his name.
Dustin Hunt Bagby.
Say his name.
Dustin Hunt Bagby.
Say his name.
Dustin Hunt Bagby.
There's a website for him. You can donate on and take action. His name, or the website is Justice for Dustin, and that is spelled DUSTYN.
There's a petition.
There's a petition. Please take action. That is a call to action right now. If you have a phone on you, please take it out.
I got it.
I found it.
It's Justice for Dustin. That's DUSTYN.com. Say his name. Dustin Hunt Bagby. Say his name.
Dustin Hunt Bagby.
We need to protect black men. Say it. I mean, who do we protect?
Black men.
Who do we protect?
Black men.
Who do we protect?
Black men.
There's another gentleman as well who was shot 5 times just a couple weeks ago outside of CHOP by a few white supremacists that called him the N-word with a hard R as they shot him. His name is DeJuan Young. While you have your phone out, Google that as well. There is a fund for him. I don't have the website on me right now, but he is looking for help and justice as well, okay? So that's right here in our backyard as well. 2 of our babies.
DeJuan Young.
2 more of our babies.
And Lorenzo Anderson.
And Lorenzo Anderson.
We need to try something different, you guys.
When I say his name,
And I think that starts with the mayor. I think that starts with newly elected leadership.
Say it louder. Do it louder.
If you have not signed that petition,
Chaz not too long ago, and his family is accepting donations.
I really appreciate you guys sharing the petition, honestly, because we're all tired. We're all over it. You know what I mean? It was for our intention, I don't think, to take up a 6-block radius out here in the CHOP space, Chaz space, autonomous zone, whatever. That just sort of happened organically due to the police leaving the space. And there were so many of us already out here that took up space each day, day in and day out, that it was like, well, okay, let's hang out. What are we doing now? You know, let's strategize. And so it just sort of naturally evolved it that way. But it wasn't ever a goal to say, let's take up, you know, all of Capitol Hill right here and then just be a nuisance to the community and piss everybody off. But what ended up happening is we see our houseless community members, folks who haven't had a real conversation with another human being in who knows how long, right? Folks who are drug addicted, who are seeking support services. We see these people flocking to this space because we had mental health support. We had licensed mental health practitioners out here on the field offering services. We had emotional support, people who were willing to have a conversation. We had free food, free water, free clothing, free books, free literature, free education. We had conversation cafes where we could talk about racism. We had teach-ins and sit-ins and all kinds of speakers and music. And who wouldn't want to spend their time here? It was beautiful. And everybody saw it. We had Ben and Jerry's out here giving out free ice cream for Christ's sake. It was a really, really wonderful, organic, community-led initiative. And unfortunately, with that comes the rest of, society's problems. And I think it was really easy to pit that on the protesters and say, well, you know what? It started out okay, but now because of X, Y, and Z, we just no longer can support the movement. We can no longer support Black Lives because there was a shooting. We can no longer support Black Lives because there was a missing person. We can no longer support Black Lives Matter because I heard there was a sexual assault. All of those things are terrible. Yes. And I have not heard a single protester, be happy about those things. They were all denouncing, saying, what the fuck? Like, how does this happen on our watch, But unfortunately, when you have historically left out huge swaths of the population, right, and they have nowhere else to go, naturally crime and the rest of society's ills will follow. And I think it's incredibly short-sighted to blame that on the protesters. And while I can understand the need to try something different and say, hey, like, this congregation is no longer safe for people, I hear that and I totally get that. It's absolutely unnecessary to attach all of those negative society's problems to the concept of protesting, right?
They need to know how to handle the gun and see a gun before the streets give it to them. You know what I'm saying? Okay.
So I just want to be clear. Black lives still matter whether or not you're comfortable in the community, right? Black lives still matter whether or not you're comfortable with what's happening in this space. It's uncomfortable for us too.
Donate page is
but at the end of the day,
it's tinyurl.com.
a lot of these protesters were creating space for community members to live and to. Hold on.
Excuse me. tinyurl.com/DEJUANYO.
So the police line "Do not cross" was just accidentally struck down, I believe. It doesn't seem like it was on purpose.
Let's take a moment of silence to all the people who have passed away at CHOP. Getting my time ready.
Back up now.
I said you're a coward. You will die. Why is your badge covered? Pussy. Obviously, before they could have negotiated terms for us to hey, go on the sidewalk with your crew. Go on the sidewalk, then we can march. But when you guys made it about the East Precinct, it had them burnt down. It was an insult. It was a direct insult to the neighborhood, to these transgender people up here, and the gays and the straight people up here. And in a neighborhood that's just trying to make a living. And you guys block the fucking road and cause tension. And then people got killed. It's blood on all of you. And the ghosts are here forever. And you guys might not want to be up in the East. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel like home anymore. I promise you that. Fucking home. Fuck.
So look, we all know why we're here, man.
All right, I'm gonna step back here for a minute.
Is there anybody here who doesn't know why we're here?
So we still have a crowd of about maybe 200 to 200 people or so. I'm gonna talk to somebody, see if they're willing to tell us about the arrest. One moment. Hey. So,
okay, so
about your experience with the arrest, I was wondering.
that's all I had to say.
Sure, give me 1 second.
Sorry, take your time. Sorry, bad timing. What's up, Dave? Good to see you. All right, so Angelica's going to talk to us about her arrest. For those of you who do not know, Angelica's been out here just about all day, every day, doing security work, I believe, and really holding it down here in the trap space. So it would be really cool to hear first-hand account of what she experienced today. It is getting a little chilly. Why are teachers getting paid less than you guys? An article from Forbes magazine came out recently that showed that there are a large number of Seattle police officers that make over six figures, many of whom make over $200,000, and I believe over 20 to 30 make over $300,000. A couple of officers, I believe, make something in the $400,000 range, which is more than the police chief. So when we talk about defunding SPD, it also means slashing some of their salaries. 5?
Got out at 8:30.
Angelica? I'm gonna go out to go talk to you too. All right. Let's see.
I got a lighter too, but see, here's the thing.
Oh, she might be having another burger. Okay. On the live stream. So we are out here on the corner of Pine and Broadway, in front of the Blick Art Materials building. A lot of folks running around. There's another police line.
Black Lives Matter!
All too familiar from last month. I honestly thought we were done with the police line, but after today's raid, all right, let's see if they're willing to.
I hate that when someone starts a fight and then gets their ass kicked, everyone stops the person who's beating their ass, as if the other person didn't start it. Hate that. Hate that.
No thoughts. No
Let him
thoughts.
go. It's always the bad guy. I'm really no baby. Baby.
When you're done chewing, would you be interested in talking to the live stream? I know you were arrested earlier, I think. Just tell us a little bit about it.
I was. Me?
Angelica?
Yep.
Yeah. No worries. I asked her. She said she'd be down, but she was going to finish the sandwich. But yeah, let me know what she says.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Thank you. All right, so we're going to get some folks. Uh-oh.
Where's he at? Where's he at?
So this person right here with the long hair just let off a firework, and everyone's circling them and saying, hey, we're not doing that. Yeah.
Yo!
Of course, it's a white guy.
Not for me. It was on you.
I get that it's almost the 4th of July, but fireworks have typically led to gunshots out here. So the theory is that the fireworks are somehow a cover for gunshots, so then we can't tell where they're coming from. And it's very scary. So when people hear that, it's like a quick way for us to try to go and take accountability. So, like, folks just rushed over there and let them know we're not doing that.
I told the kids that my Kermit the Frog impression was easy.
But the closer it gets to 4th of July...
Got released.
Okay. Ooh. Can you share on the live stream? Are you comfortable with that?
Oh, hell yeah.
All right, word.
Live stream.
There you go. Just talk to it. Just hold it if you're comfortable. There you go.
Hey guys, my name is Caleb. Today at about 5:30, I was arrested for standing in the street while holding one of my friend's hands. They moved their armored personnel carrier to my chest, actually tapping it, as well as taking us to the ground for just standing. Not even inside shop, just in the street between 11th and 12th. I was booked at about 8:30 and released at 5:30 because some wonderful people have a bail bonds fund for all of us. So our bail has been covered. I believe 50 out of the 59 people who were arrested are being released. Again, my name is Caleb, and that's the news.
Caleb, where are you getting that 59 number from?
From the reports by both the city and our own count.
Got it. And do you know any other protesters that are still in jail, who they are?
I do know some. The trumpet man is currently there. He's being held with no bail. So he's currently still there, and he will not be released until most likely tomorrow, after he gets a hearing, and then they'll see if a bail is set. So he's being held with no bail at all.
Word. Okay. Thank you. Glad you're out.
Thank you very much. Glad to be out. I can be randomly professional. And this news right here.
I think he's on our team.
So he said the official count is 59 protesters who are currently locked up, 9 of whom are still in jail. One of whom is Trumpet Man, who many of you know, who has been out here, has been arrested before, and he's being held without bail. That's the update. Let me go update Bobby Stills.
We got Colonel Corona.
So I'm hearing that the total count is 59 total protesters arrested, 50 of whom have been released.
Show me the facts.
I was just talking to Caleb. He was arrested. Caleb said that number.
I know.
By his count, and then by the count that he saw with the city. But again, I mean
we'll check on the number tonight to try to get confirmation how many people were arrested. And I'm really interested as to the charges. And then we've heard Mayor Jenny Durkin say that the charges are going to be dropped.
Okay.
They're not pressing charges against any of the protesters.
Right.
So whether it's like a loitering charge, a resisting arrest,
right.
They're gonna drop the charges. So that's what they're being detained. I literally watched a fucking cop fire off an arrest from behind a barricade.
Right.
And I fucking asked him, I said, is that, like, how do you enforce that? When you point in a crowd and go, you, sir, with the black hoodie,
right,
you are under arrest.
Right.
How does that work? I've never seen it. And I was asked a legitimate question. He said, we will investigate, we will come through, we will review video footage, and we'll have investigators. But I just never seen it. And they took it personal and got mad at me. And I wasn't being a smart ass. I wasn't being, aggressive or inflammatory. I just had generally never seen somebody arrest somebody verbally. And I just wondered how that worked. And he explained it to me and said, yeah, So.
Well, at least stop making fun of you.
So yeah, send White Claws.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that'd be great actually.
Black cherry.
It's Black Cherry, but it's like
It's Black Cherry Gang.
No, I really like the lime, truth be told.
the lime one is more.
Actually, watermelon's pretty good now too.
I don't like the water tangerine though.
I don't really do the citrus pack.
So white.
I like the lime.
So white.
Yeah, perhaps.
Which one y'all know? Just thinking about.
As a point of information, to my understanding, when they went to the mayor's house the other day, a couple days ago, she was also not at that house. It's
At that house? That means she's at a different house that she owns?
She has multiple houses.
The one was on Mercer Island, right?
It's my understanding that she has a house or a place downtown, and she also has a place on Madison, and then I think she had this Windermere home, which supposedly was sold in 2017.
All right.
So that's what I think I know.
All right.
But somebody fact check me on that.
Have you met the mayor before?
Yeah, we did a little follow up with her not too long ago. My friend won the Equality Award or LGBT Leader Award, so you know.
Oh my God, you should win that
and
award.
plus, I was running with Nikita's campaign back in 2017, so every single event that we were at, she was at. So yeah.
I know you worked with Nikita.
Oh yeah.
Shout out Nikita Oliver.
Yep.
She's an amazing human being, you guys. If you guys don't follow her, know who she is, I implore you to go check her out. Nikita's an amazing, just a human. Politics, I won't comment on any of that stuff. She's an amazing human. That's good people's right there.
And I firmly believe we would have won the mayorship with the Seattle People's Party if Carrie Moon would have dropped out. So shout out to white women who claim to be about Black lives but don't get the fuck out of the way. You have a special place in these streets right now because Mayor Jenny Durkan is now calling the shots. So thank you, Carrie Moon. Sarcasm 100% intended. I said what I said. Fuck the police.
Joey said it. I mean, passion. I'll tell you one thing these protesters have is passion.
Yeah.
Sometimes it might be misdirected. Sometimes it's aimed at the right spot. Other times it's misdirected.
Well, we were within 1,200 votes, and Carrie Moon dropped $400,000 of her own money to try and secure that stranger endorsement, and she did. She got it. Thank you, Dan Savage, and Katie Herzog for.
Sir. Sir. I didn't know this was a tea spill.
Oh no, yeah, I'll dump it.
I wasn't aware. And the stranger offices are right there if you guys want to,
And shout out to Bob Hasagawa. I mean, I know he's a man of color, so I don't want to come for him too hard, but he couldn't even raise money for his own election campaign. That's why he had to repurpose his old signs for Senate for mayor. He literally took a sticker and placed it over it, and he barely got any votes, but he got more than 1,200, which was just enough. If those votes had only gone to Nikita, man, I'm telling you, we could have came in second and went on to pass the primary and ultimately win the mayorship.
All right, for you guys that don't live in Seattle, you guys just got a little inside scoop of last mayoral race. Some beefs within, the race for mayor. People have their own opinions here, and I'm not going to comment on those opinions, but that was just a little inside scoop from Joey about actually what happened during the last mayoral race. How you say it? Mayoral race. Yeah. When's our next one? When is our next one?
We have one in 2021.
2021. Any you guys know anybody that's gonna oppose Jenny Mayor Durkan?
I haven't seen anybody step up for it just yet, but I trust that those conversations are happening, and I think now would be a really easy time to come for her because
I think there should be a lot of hats being thrown in there right now.
Conservatives are mad at Jenny, liberals are mad at Jenny, the country is mad at Jenny, so I think she's a really easy target. And quite honestly, I would typically feel bad for somebody that Trump is against, but in this case, she's not been a friend to liberal voices or progressives out here since day one, so she can go fuck herself. Jenny, if you're listening,
Joey, I respect you taking a stance. All right, we got a speaker. Everybody's quieting down for.
All right, I'm gonna walk over here. Sorry for the graphic language, you guys. I had coffee earlier. I'm a little turnt.
Notice, right? This is basic. Okay, this is the First Amendment. All right, let me back that up some more. Real quick. Miranda versus Arizona. Once again, Supreme Court, it's the Constitution. Where rights secured by the Constitution are involved, there can be no rulemaking or legislation which would do away with them. So these little fake ass laws that we doing right here, you are violating the Constitution. You are violating an oath that you took. And what does the Constitution have to say about that? Well, let me continue. Norton vs. Shelby. Any unconstitutional act is not law. It confers no rights. It imposes no duties. It affords no protection. It creates no office. It is an illegal contemplation as inoperative as though it had never been passed. So whoever you're getting your directives from, they are violating the U.S. Constitution, which my grandfather and my father fought.
It goes all the way up to
Vietnam for war,
12.
Korean War,
Goes all the way over to that side of Cal Anderson, to Denny, and then all the way up there as well, just sort of the outer perimeter.